Good evening. My name is Darlene Otto, and I'm here today with Brad Hammermeister. Thanks, Brad, for coming. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about why tonight we are raising money for the Residents Fund at the Baraboo Hospice House. Brad, I know that this has been a tough year for you. Your lives have been touched quite a bit with cancer, and so I really appreciate you coming today and talking.
Well, thanks for giving me the opportunity.
So let's kind of start last year about this time.
Yeah, it was
Your mom.
May 14th, I believe it was. She was diagnosed with cancer for the second time in her lungs. This time it was in her lungs, and they gave her about 6 months to live. And from that time of that day, she started doing stuff, organizing everything and stuff. And her biggest fear was she didn't want to go in a nursing home because she said she would go in a nursing home because she didn't want me and my sister, Lisa, basically take care of her and change her and everything if we had to. And so the time grew on and on and on, and it progressed, and she wanted to die at home. And then so we contacted hospice, and hospice came in, and the nurse came and started doing her stuff, and then we had to, with my sister, with me working at UPS, my sister was more flexible to get out to the house and make sure she was taking her meds and stuff and everything. And with me working at UPS, it was harder for me to get off. So I'd go out in the morning and then check on her at night, make sure she was taking her meds and stuff. And Lisa, we had heard about Hospice House and from you. And Mom said, "I'm not going there." Anybody that knew Rosie knew she was strong-willed.
She had her opinions.
Yep, and she voiced her opinions whether you liked it or not.
Yep.
And
But she was honest with them.
Yep. So she said she wasn't going to go here. And so then you had contacted Lisa. And Lisa said, "Well, Darlene would like to come out and talk to you." And then she agreed to it, which I was really shocked when she agreed to it. And so as time got worse, you came out, and you were out there several times with her, and I don't know what you said, but you made an impact on her, and you made her accept coming to the hospice house, and then on December, I believe it was December 14th, she made up her mind. We had put her on a waiting list to get in here prior to that, and then on December 14th, the room opened up, and she agreed to come here, and she was here for 6 days, I believe, and then she passed away on December 20th. But when we rolled her up in the wheelchair, I can still remember this, we rolled her through the doors. Before we even got to the door, her social worker was standing there waiting for her and saying, "Hi, Rose," it was just a greeting, and then the nurse, and it was just, everybody was so welcoming, and when Mom rolled in through the doors there, she was just like, "Wow, I'm at home. Look at this," it's such a warm feeling here when you come in here, and they treat you like family, no matter, they have 4 rooms here, and everybody's going through a different scenario, but they're all in the process of losing a loved one, and the nurses and the whole staff here is just very caring, and, I couldn't say enough about them. They're very caring from the bottom up, from everybody, so.
Well, tonight we are raising money for a resident fund, and Brad's family, his mom actually got to use it, which was great for them. I know at the time when I was visiting their mom, and she really wanted to stay at home, and the kids were you guys were getting burned out, and I think she saw that, and when I told her that it was really like a home and that the kids could still come here, she agreed. So.
Just the stress it takes off the family. When my dad was dying with cancer, it was me and my sister and my aunt and my mom, and we all had to give him medication. And towards the end, every half an hour, every 15 minutes, 2 people had to stay up constantly to give him the meds. And here, that, not a selfish act, but it was like there was a load taken off you because the staffing, the nurses here, they made sure the meds were given, everything, you know, and if we needed something, they were always asking us, you know, are you guys okay? The kitchen's yours. This is your home. Do what you want. It's, you know.
I think that the residence fund it helps people that need help at their end of life to be able to stay in a beautiful home, and not only for the patient, but also for their family,
Right.
because there's so many emotions, and if you were home, there's not always someone there to answer those questions for you.
Yeah.
And here you do have people that can sit and
Yeah.
talk to you
Yep.
and
And they
make you feel at home.
Yeah, they do. They make you feel so much at home. In fact, I can remember one of the nurses was making supper for somebody here, and she come around. She goes, "Would you like something to eat?" You know, and because it was near the end, you know, and they keep an eye. Not only do they keep an eye on the patient, but they keep an eye on the family too to make sure they're doing okay, which is huge because the main priority is the patient. So I thought that was really nice. So.
Well, we really appreciate you sharing your story, and maybe today that we can help someone else understand what the Residence Fund is for and how we're able to help people in our community.
Yeah,
So.
and I hope anybody that's out there listening to this, you know, I apologize because I work for UPS. I was not able to be there in person, and I tell you, this organization is incredible. I mean, it's touched my heart, you know, and I couldn't believe the hospitality and everything, and I hope there's people out there that open up their hearts and are willing to give, because without this it would have been difficult going through it a second time with my mom after doing it with my dad. And after you do it with one loved one, you know, the one parent sees what happens to the second one or the first one, you know, and they're like, they know what's coming, you know, and they're like, you're not giving me that. I know what's going to happen when I get on morphine, or, you know, it was just really, I don't know, it was relaxing to see my mom first was at home to when she got here. It was so relaxing for her. And my hat's off to you for, you know, we've been friends for a long time.
Since you were a little kid.
You know, and my hat's off to you. I mean, for you to go out and talk to my mom, I was able to talk to her and get her to come in here. I mean, it meant a lot. So.
Well, thank you, Brad. And thank you, and we hope that this has touched your heart and you'd be willing to help us with the Residence Fund this year. Thank you.